Hi, I'm Doug Black. I'm editor-in-chief at Inside HPC. And today at Virtual SC20, we're with Mohan Potheri. He is HPC Solutions Architect at VMware, which is a provider in cloud and virtualization software and services. Mohan, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
All right, great. Um, so tell us, generally speaking, what are the trends you are seeing in virtualization for HPC?
Yes, we are now starting to see a lot more virtualization of HPC workloads on premises, and also a lot of customers are moving to the hybrid cloud architectures. Customers are leveraging the support of advanced hardware and capabilities that the VMware Cloud platform offers. So we offer that across both public and private clouds, and so they are able to leverage this in a consistent manner. Some of the important features of VMware that appeal to our customers are the most important one being multi-tenant security, where we have NSX, which is our network virtualization platform that offers what we call as micro-segmentation. So you can potentially protect workloads at a VM level or at a pod level. And so that offers a lot of flexibility, and you can have multiple departments or tenants share the same infrastructure without them seeing each other's data, which is very important for some of our customers because there are multiple organizations within a enterprise that want to share their HPC infrastructure, but they don't want the data to be leaking. So that's one thing. The second aspect is what we call as heterogeneity. When we talk about heterogeneity, is that you can have different OS instances running on the same physical server. In a traditional bare metal environment, that's not possible. In a virtual environment, that's possible. And third important aspect of it is enterprises can consolidate the HPC infrastructure and make it bigger and more scalable and share it across all the groups inside their organization. So that's the third, and that makes it for better utilization as well.
Okay, thanks. So certainly VMware is known for its industry partnerships. Um, Tell us about any recent partnerships you've developed relating to HPC.
Actually, VMware recently announced a strong partnership with NVIDIA. This is highlighted at both VMworld and NVIDIA GTC. These are our premier events that we reach out and work with, present our vision to our customers. Together, we announced to deliver an end-to-end enterprise platform for AI, as well as we plan to work towards a new architecture for data center, cloud, and edge for the next generation applications. So that's NVIDIA is a big player now with AI and ML being a focus in the industry, and we are we being a good infrastructure provider, we partnering with them is a good thing. So the another important thing that we are looking at is this upcoming technology called SmartNIC. SmartNIC is a NIC with a general purpose CPU, which allows for out-of-band management. What does that mean? Okay, so the general purpose CPU makes it something where you can actually run applications on the NIC itself. So you can do things like storage and network services on the NIC. This compared to the previous versions of NICs, which had proprietary CPUs on them, where you could not really run anything on it. So typically, the smart NICs have the ARM processor on it, and we can run ARM-based applications on it. The next thing about it is smart NICs provide out-of-band management. So you can manage it independently of the server CPU. Think of it this way. Let's say you have a server and you have a smart NIC embedded in it. The server can have its own hypervisor, and the smart NIC can also have its own hypervisor. So literally, you could run the hypervisor on the SmartNIC and have the server be bare metal. So that's kind of a cool aspect of it. And then last but not the least, SmartNICs have something we call as the virtual device functionality. And so because of this, we believe that the SmartNIC is truly a um, transformational technology, and we feel that it's gonna change how bare metal environments are provisioned and managed. By managing bare metal environments through SmartNICs running hypervisors, you would have a uniform method of managing your infrastructure. And VMware and NVIDIA are actively collaborating on SmartNICs. One important thing that VMware has done recently is that it has ported the vSphere hypervisor to the ARM processor. So the hypervisor runs on the ARM processor, and that way we can provide the out of band management and capabilities that SmartNICs provide. And last but not the least, in SC20, we are actually also having an announcement from Bright Computing, which is announcing its integration with VMware. What Bright Computing is doing is it's providing the capability for customers running bare metal environments in their enterprises to expand and burst their HPC infrastructure into VMware environments. So typically uh, there are bare metal environments for HPC and VMware environments coexisting in a data center for big enterprises. Now, with Bright Computing, you can potentially burst some of your computing from your traditional bare metal into the virtual environment.
Okay, great. Thanks for all that. And so much of this is around AI and ML, supporting those sorts of workloads. Where does VMware see HPC plus AI and machine learning in hybrid cloud and multi-cloud platforms? Where do you see all that going?
So you can feel that all the businesses are slowly migrating towards modern app, and we see that the developers have more and more control and need more and more control of their infrastructures. And Kubernetes is an important player now that everything slowly all our applications are migrating to Kubernetes because of its capabilities that it provides developers to interact with the environment. So we, as VMware, have announced this solution called VMware Tanzu. Tanzu is VMware's flavor of Kubernetes that it allows to run on any cloud that it's been supported on. So it runs natively on vSphere, and it can run on all the public clouds. And so and Tanzu came from our Heptio acquisition. So Heptio is a company that was founded by all the people who actually founded Kubernetes. So we have literally our skin in the game. So Kubernetes founders are within VMware, and we are building, we are contributing a lot to the open source community. At the same time, we are also supporting it through the Tanzu platform. Another important trend I'm seeing in HPC is like HPC providers like Nimbix and Uber Cloud are rapidly adopting Kubernetes as the platform on which they deliver their applications. So VMware Tanzu, because it's available across all the cloud providers and on-prem, and it supports GPUs and other capabilities, is a great Kubernetes platform to run HPC applications on. And Nimbix and Uber Clouds are a great example of that.
Okay, thanks. Now, tell us about some of the other latest advances in the AI and machine learning area on the VM cloud platform.
So as I mentioned earlier, VMware Cloud Platform is now available with all major providers that include AWS, Azure, Google Cloud, Oracle Cloud, and Alibaba Cloud. This makes it easy for us to stream and process data across multi-cloud infrastructure. That means You can literally have the same um, platform that you see across all these clouds, and you leverage these clouds based on your requirements and those clouds' different capabilities. And one important thing we're also seeing is that traditional AI ML workloads were originating from HPC. So with the adoption of AI ML into the mainstream, we see a lot of the AI ML technologies that like RDMA and MPI are also coming into the mainstream. And so that's kind of very important. And what VMware has done is its platform has evolved with all the advanced hardware that's being developed and brought forth, right? So the latest accelerators, FPGA, uh, GPUs are all supported in VMware. And not only that, VMware offers multiple ways of supporting as well as sharing this hardware. So we support SRIOV, and we also support sharing of GPUs through what we call as vGPU, which is co-developed with NVIDIA, as well as we have our own Bitfusion. So VMware has a vSphere Bitfusion that is a solution that allows developers to access their environment, their GPUs over the network. So you might have a VM that's not attached to not on a server that has GPUs on it, but you can still access GPUs over the network leveraging vSphere Bitfusion. So based on all these aspects, vSphere is a great platform, and these are kind of some of the main use cases that we see AI ML being leveraged. And so we see that, for example, data scientists can leverage vGPU-based technology to access GPUs. Same thing with HPC users. Developers and other users can use GPUs via Bitfusion. So in addition, we can combine with things like RDMA, high performance Rocky cards that are available, 100 gigabits to 300 gigabits for speed. So you can combine all these capabilities with the distributed computing to kind of provide a very powerful platform for AI ML. AI ML over time has evolved to an extent where the compute that's available with one GPU is no longer enough. The data is huge. And so for that to work in the future, we need to evolve to do distributed computing. And that's kind of where we can leverage distributed networking with high performance and GPUs to kind of provide a optimal environment for AI ML.
For AI and ML. Right. Great. Okay. Well, great stuff. Thank you for that update. And thank you for your time, Mohan. Best of luck to you and to VMware at Virtual SC20.
Thank you so much, Doug. Thanks for hosting us.
Thank you.